What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Humble Warrior. Coming at you guys with another video. So I was doing something a little different today. Something went heavy on my mind that I want to talk about a little bit. And that is the military lifestyle. As you guys always see, I'm in uniform most of the time I make these videos, and I'm either talking about sports or tour or whatever, but haven't really given you my perspective on the military itself or the Army itself. So for me, I joined back in 2017, and I've been rocking since then with the Army itself. And I've been stationed in Fort Eustis for the last 8 years. Nothing to be proud about, but it's my reality right now. It has provided a life of comfort for me and my family to where we don't have to stress about many things, because this is a very, very slow tempo place, so not a lot happens here. And whenever I do go to my next duty station, then I'll be dealing with that accordingly. But I wanted to talk about the other side of the military. Many people don't talk about, because they highlight only what you can get out of it. Basically, the traveling, the money, the different revenues you could take, cars, houses, all that materialistic stuff. That's all fine and dandy. But what they fail to actually highlight is what many people suffer with: PTSD, depression, anxiety, alcoholism, abuse of drugs, emotional and mental distress, psychotic episodes from time to time, the overall depletion of your body in every possible way you could think of, from the gear that they put on you to quote unquote save your life, or the training that could possibly save your life, knowing that it really won't, depending on the severity of a gunfight. So you can still wear the vest and still be gunned down. So it doesn't really matter. I mean, you're going to die if you get hit enough times. There's nothing that vest can do for you. If anything, I mean, they should be talking about the many things people deal with in silence. Suicide ideations, the sense of loneliness, how some people cannot cope with the military itself, how demanding it can be, how a lot of people that you meet in here, they have their own different ideology of life. Some of them mean well. I've met some really good people in here, but I also met some assholes. I met some people who really don't care about you or your family or your history. All they care about is what can you do for the Army now. That's their stance, and they're going to stick to it. So I've seen both sides of the spectrum, but from my perspective, and it's only for me, but I've seen how rough things can be, depending on your rank, depending on the unit you're in, depending on the people you work with. For me, I'll say back in 2018, it got to a point where I could literally talk to no one. And I had turned to the only option I felt was the best, which was committing suicide. So this lifestyle is not for everybody. I would even argue that some people, that the younger people, should consider doing something else before you come into this, because for one, you're no longer yourself. You belong to the Army. So whenever they come down with orders or whatever the case may be, you're going to be going wherever they tell you you're going to be going. It's non-negotiable. Unless physically you just can't do it, or something egregious comes up to where they allow you to be with family, or they say, well, you don't have to participate, or you don't have to go. Other than that, you're going to go. I would urge anybody that does think about doing this, always take care of yourself, because they're going to take a lot from you. They really are. They're going to take a whole lot from you. They're going to beat your body down over the years. It won't happen in a day. It won't happen in a week or month. Over the years, years, you're going to start to feel it. But for those who are really young, the younger you are, the less and less you actually feel it. You recover much faster. I'm 39 years old, so for me, I feel it every day. If I do an actual workout like full throttle, the next day or that same day, that night, I'm hurting bad. And I'll be questioning, do I want to continue to do this? Because I'm already at, I'm currently at 15 years, no, not 15, 13 years in the Army. And I got, I probably got 3 more left before they say goodbye to me. But for me, it's a mental warfare battle now. Physically, I know my body can hold up because it's been doing it this long. I'm just trying to get to the end, so when I retire and I get my retirement certificate, I can let the chapter go of my life. But mentally, it's the toll, it's the demands, it's the constant change and adaptation that you have to adjust to, that over time takes a toll. Because you got to think, you're being told one thing, only when you get there, it's something different, something to change. And 9 times out of 10, that's not being communicated. So you don't know what's changed until you actually get to the location. And by then, oh, by the way, we're not doing this no more, we're doing this now. It doesn't happen often where I'm stationed at, but this is the reality of a lot of places. So you have to constantly be willing to adapt, be willing to accept what comes with this. Don't get me wrong, the biggest blessing I've received is that a lot of my stuff got paid. My credit score rose up over the years. I've seen a lot of positives within the Army. Because in 2 months, I will own my car, which is something I never thought I could even do. I'm 39 years old and have never owned a car. But in 2 months, I can actually say I own my own vehicle. I paid it off in full to own it. So I can truthfully say that and be proud of it, be proud about it. But before that, I couldn't say no such thing because I didn't have the means to do it. As a matter of fact, before I joined, I was actually just living completely bombarded and stressed to where I had got so small that I didn't even realize that I was actually killing myself. Had no idea that I was killing my body. But the whole entire time I was. Where is up there? So it really goes without saying, like, the Army itself is a phenomenal tool when used properly, but if you come in here with the idea that that you're gonna make this grand impact or whatever, then you'll come to realize really quickly you're just a number. You're just a number with a name. You can make impact in terms of performance and weapons, but in terms of impact overall, you're not as impactful as you think. Because I once thought that in my old unit. I can't state what units that I'm with, but in my old unit I thought I was the shit because all the work I had put in. Then when I got to my new unit, I'm starting to see now that it really doesn't matter how much work you put in. Really doesn't. So you have to be willing to accept, what comes along with that, which is the long-term psychological effects, the constant questioning of your value, of what you hold dear, of what you mean to other people, and what they think about you. It's a non-ending battle that goes on in your head, because you literally be looking for the validation, and little by little to chip away at that by not even looking your way. And most times people that do get awards, you will start to feel like you are way better than them, but at the time they didn't think to accommodate you with an award. It goes to the individual that does nothing, that sits around all day. I've seen it firsthand. The ones that sit around and do nothing, they're the ones who get the award. You end up getting nothing. and it makes you wonder, like, why do I even bother? I gotta turn my car off. Cause we all enjoy validation. So there's no point in lying to say we don't, cause we all do. Hell, I enjoy shit. I'm the first person to tell you, hey man, if I could, I know I was crooked. But I'm the first one to say that, hey, I deserve an award, but I don't say it out loud. I normally just say it to myself. So I would tell anybody that wants to join, like, just realize what you're getting into. Understand you're gonna have early mornings and late nights. Not always. Training boot camp is the hardest part. It's the early morning and the 8-9 o'clock nights. Like, that's every day. Every day. So it doesn't slow down until you get toward the end of your training. And then AIT gets a little better. Then we get to regular unit. You'll start experiencing different things depending on the unit you go to. Because every installation is different. Like I said, Fort Eustis here is more relaxed. So I don't deal with early mornings unless we absolutely have to.
Trying to get in?
Yeah. Thanks.
I'm gonna run over to the shop out real quick.
Okay.
And then come back.
All right. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, like I said, I don't deal with many early mornings. My old unit, we used to do it here and there, but it's not often. What I would tell anybody before they join, like, look for other routes. Like, you want to come in and be an officer. It's actually much easier. Well, actually, I take that back. It's not much easier. It's actually way more stressful. The only difference between officer and enlisted is enlisted have to deal with the other BS. Officers have to deal with the main frame of Big Army, the battalion, brigade level stuff. You're not dealing with company level stuff anymore. You're dealing with battalion and brigade. That's all. You will come out to be supportive of your platoon or whatever, but you don't have to go. They can't make you go. They can't make you show up to no PT session or nothing. But you just got to answer to a battalion in terms of reports and meetings and stuff like that, and slideshows and stuff. But in terms of, like, morale, you ain't got to show up at all for your platoons. It is recommended but not expected. And it wins you more points in the end because your platoon see you out there every day with them, embracing the suck. Then it helps you with your accreditation among your people. But other than that, nobody except the commander can make you show up. That's it. So it separates you from your peers and the subordinates alike, but it also, like I said, gives you a leg up because other people feel like you are embracing what they're dealing with by choice, not by force. When I say we, I mean enlisted, we are forced to do a lot of things because we know the alternative. We could lose our rank, lose our money, and potentially be put out. So we have to show up no matter how we feel. Officers are a little bit different. They have a choice. They could sit at home and people call, I'm not coming, but I'll do telework. Or I'm not coming to PT, so I'm working on my own. What they gonna say other than Roger? So it's like it's for them it's a choice. For us, it ain't so much of a choice. But if you want to join, it's up to you. I would just say make sure you do your research, make sure you do your homework. Don't let a recruiter just sell you a dream, because that's what they're there to do. Whatever MOS that you want to go into, you thoroughly research the MOS. If that's what you want to do, look up videos about it, and if you're sold on that, then come on in. Regardless, it's not a bad career path. It's just not the only way to make money. I'll put it that way. And if you want to protect your mental sanity and health, then this is not the place you need to come to, because they chip away at a lot of things. And it's only when you get older and you get out, you be like, man, or when you're by yourself and you start to think, like, I really went through all that just to retire. Yeah, And a lot of people say they can't do half stuff they used to do because they chose this lifestyle, which I'll be one of those people. I chose it, but I did it for my family. I didn't do it for me. I did it because I needed to make sure my kids had a future, to give them something. I didn't want them to damn come out of school like I came out or go out in life with nothing. So I had to make sure they had something. So I made my decision and I'm fine with it. I just wanted to put this video out as a, you know, a PSA for those who are thinking about joining. Like I said, it's not a bad profession. It's mainly the people and the installation. If you can get past those two elements, you'll be just fine in here. I would always tell people, just do what you're supposed to do, be on time, right place, right time, right uniform. And everything else, it won't go, I'm not gonna say it'll go smoothly, but you won't have to worry about getting in trouble. That's my motto. You do what they tell you to do, what they tell you to wear, what they tell you to be at. You ain't gotta worry about nothing else. Cause it's hard to get in trouble when you're doing right. So that's it, guys. I mean, let me know in the comment section what questions you have, and I'll do my best to answer them. But I gotta get out of here now. Peace.